That's all right for me. It's all right with me. All right, we ain't gonna still get them started though. We still gonna get them started. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Oh oh. It's all good, baby. It's all good. We just getting it started. We just getting it started. That's all good. Okay. We still good. We still good. We are still good. We are still good. Hey guys, we have you do you have a mortgage that is over 20 years before payoff? If you do, then make sure you stay tuned. We're going over a case study. This is part two. We've actually went over part one. We completed part one. If you want to see part one, we'll put it up here. You can actually look at right there. Click that button. Look at part one of the debt accelerated. We have a couple, a veteran. They have $511,000 mortgage. The mortgage was closed on at the end of 2023, December 2023. The mortgage was closed. They have three vehicles that we've already consolidated. We've already showed them with the if you're familiar with Dave Ramsey Debt Snowball with Velocity Banking, we showed them how to utilize Velocity Banking. It's Debt Snowball on steroids, 2.0 basically is what this is. And we showed them how they will pay off the three automobiles, three of their vehicles that they currently have. One of them was $526. The second one was $511, and the third one was $411. We've put together the plan so they can pay that off within the first 13 months. First 13 months. The debt tool we're utilizing, and that's just a background about the case study that we're putting together. So we've completed the portion of the debt. Now we are attacking the home. So let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, okay. No, I can't get that just yet. I actually had them pull up their truth in lending statement on their mortgage. Okay, yeah. I like that. I had them put up their truth in lending statement on their mortgage, and you're not going to believe this, guys. The statement showed them that they would pay total interest of $682,000. This is a $511,000 home. Over $682,000 total interest over 1.1, almost $1.2 million on this $511,000 home. Their actual interest rate, when you're going through those papers, you're going all those wonderful papers that they're having you approve at the title company, and they go to the page, and it's called the Truth in Lending page. On the Truth in Lending page, when I showed this to them, I believe that their interest rate currently is 6.5% on this $511,000 home. When they looked at the Truth in Lending page, their actual interest rate is 115%. 115%. Yeah, my skin is I am fired up. That is what keeps me fired up, because we are getting raked over the coals and we don't know it. What keeps us in bondage is because we don't understand how debt is being utilized against us. Now we need to begin to start using debt as an advantage for ourselves. Debt is not always bad. Debt is not always bad. And I'll go through that as we progress. As I told them. So the first thing we have to look at it, and we went over that with themselves. And before I go there, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can hear more case studies. And if you have a case study you'd like me to go over, I can do that too. Just reach out to me. We can make that happen. But the first thing that we have to look at are, what are your values? What are your values? What do you want? What do you want? You don't have to say it loudly. Just take a deep breath. What do you want? And think about it. Think about it. You don't have to answer it to me, but what do you want? Why do you want it? So we had to dig down on their values. What's keeping them? What are they trying to obtain? What are some of the things that they're trying to obtain? The husband, he wants to run a business. He will run a business for himself. He's in school currently, taking some classes in school, but he wants to run a business. So we need to utilize some of this income to help him run a business. What is the mindset? What are your beliefs about money? Obviously, he wants to be an entrepreneur. So we need to wrap ourselves around how do we begin to think and act like an entrepreneur. Do the small things on a consistent basis that entrepreneurs do, and you will find yourself doing that consistently, not thinking about it. Initially, yes, it is difficult. It is a difficult struggle to get up and do these action steps because you're not used to it. He's in his 40s now, so he's not used to these activities. But once he began to do it, I liken it to going to work out. We all know how to work out. We all know that we can look at the videos to tell us what we need to do, but to have someone to hold us accountable to doing that is another total different story. And that's what we're doing here. I'm putting together this strategy to hold them accountable. Now, like the third thing that they have to do is have the discipline. Because they were in the service, we know, we've had that conversation, that they've gone through some of the struggles that you do things that you don't want to do when you're in the military. They have the discipline to go through the good times, go through the bad times, but still continue to do the steps necessary to get through the other side. As a side note, this is what I told my son about college. One of the things that going to college and getting your degree is it proves that you can start and you can finish. The grades in between, I don't know. When I went to my dentist, I didn't ask him about his grades. I just knew he had DDS on the wall. I knew he completed. He might have been the worst at his school. I don't know. But I do know that if you begin and you start as a freshman and you come out as a senior, that shows that you can start and that you can finish. If you've been in the military, you can start and you can finish. That's what that proves. So the discipline, when they put their mind to it, is there. So we've already had those three conversations. The third is the debt elimination part. So the strategy that we're implementing, I can tell them the strategy all day, but unless they have these three values, the mindset and the discipline, this third part, which is the strategy, will fall. So let's go into the strategy. So we looked at the velocity banking. The V is the velocity, the I is the investment, and the P, yeah, that's at the top of the pyramid. We're gonna get there. So let's recap and let's look at where they initially were. They had three vehicles. We got those paid off. Again, I think I told you the numbers were 526, 511, and 412 on the vehicles. They have two credit cards that are utilizing on a monthly basis for gas. One is at $400, one is at $500. We're looking to increase that, and the reason we want to do an increase of only to about $4,000 on a $400 card and the $5,000 on a $500 card is because as they're utilizing it each month, they're charging about $400 to $500 between the two of them of gas. But when you use so much of your utilization of your credit card, your credit score goes down. So if we can when we get them to $5,000 and you're only utilizing $300 to $500 per month, now your utilization is only 10% max, and that keeps their credit score high. So the things that they're looking to do, which is one of the tools that we're utilizing in this particular case, is a line of credit. For them, the line of credit, we had to look at a personal line of credit, and here's why. They just purchased a home in December. So now we're just a couple of months into the loan. There's not enough equity in the house to do a HELOC or a second HELOC on top of that. So now they were veterans, so they didn't have to put down a large down payment. They're basically maxed out on the equity that they have in their home. To do a HELOC, most companies, most lenders will lend to you 80 up to 90% of the equity of the value of your home. Right now, they're leveraged at 100% of their home. So doing a HELOC, which is a home equity line of credit, is out the window. We can't utilize that home equity line of credit. So the second part is we can look at even a business line of credit, but he doesn't have his business established yet. So now we looked at a personal line of credit. They do qualify for a personal line of credit. Credit score is still high. Credit score is still high, and they qualify for up to $25,000 line of credit. And we showed you in the first video how we utilize that $25,000 to get the payments, the automobiles. I keep saying credit card, to get the automobiles paid off in 13 months. So now going into month 14, we would look at. I'm wondering if I can get this up. This might work. No, that's not that. Work with me, guys. Work with me. I thought I had it. I thought that I had it. Let me see if I can get it up. Do I want to go there? I think I might have it. Oh, it came up. Look at there. Look at it working. Look at God working. Man. Don't want to do it. Look, come on, man. Come on. All right. So what we showed him there. This is step 2. So now we've had the vehicles paid off, and the cash flow. We looked at our numbers. What are our numbers? Our numbers are the income, which is $11,500. Their expenses on a monthly basis. The expenses are not going to go away. So the expenses are. Can I get that? Okay. So their expenses are $4,000. Not going to go away. Whether it's electric, gas, water, food, going out, having fun, $4,000 per month. That's going to come out regardless. Initially, their cash flow was $2,770, but now since we've paid off the vehicles, we've captured an additional, as you can see, we've captured additional $1,450, and that's going to bring us to a cash flow now of $3,771. It's $3,771. So what are we going to do with that? So now let's look at our calculator real quick. So we have we're going to utilize the personal line of credit. So initially now we have a $511,000 loan, 6.5% interest for 30 years. That's going to put us, if you can see here, our payment is 29 years, 9 months, 30 years that they will have on this mortgage. So what we're going to do, we're going to utilize the personal line of credit, which is the $25,000. So now once we put this $25,000, chunk this $25,000 into their mortgage, their $511,000 mortgage, I want you to see how the magic happens. So in the initial video, I showed you the breakdown. Please review that video again of how utilizing that line of credit, how it's paid down on a monthly basis. And because we have $3,771 to chunk, that $25,000 is paid down very, very quickly. So now let's put this $25,000 in. $25,000, and let's see. Oh, okay. Let's put the $25,000 in, and let's do it annually. Let's just do it annually. So if we put $25,000 a year annually, we'll have the mortgage paid off in 11 years and 1 month. 11 years and 1 month. Why is that? Because we have $25,000, and I'm just like I said, you can do the actual calculations. I'll probably do that on the third video to show you how the numbers are working on a monthly basis. But if we had $25,000 and we divide that by $3,737.11. That's going to give us every 6.7 months, almost every 7 months, that $25,000 will be paid off. The $25,000 will be paid off every 7 months. So instead of using $25,000 every time it's paid off, just do it once per year. And in 11 years, they will have this mortgage paid off. Now, if they did this, let's say semi-annually, they would have their mortgage paid off in 7.1 years. 7.1 years on a $500,000 home. The interest, the total payment is $649,000. That the interest alone is only going to be $124,000, where previously we were at $600,000. They're going to have over $400,000. They're going to save over $400,000 in interest into their pocket. What could they do for their business with $400,000 in their pocket and not going towards interest into the bank? 7 years, no debt, $500,000 in equity in a home, no debt. The $4,000 in expenses is going to be there every month. Nothing we can do about that unless they change their living habits. But I would prefer them, because we do have the cash flow is there. I would prefer them not to just try to edge back on their living and have a comfortable lifestyle. Have a comfortable lifestyle. You're living in a $500,000 home. Have a lifestyle. Now you have an additional $3,700 that you can live freely with. $3,700. 7 years, your house is paid for. You can start running your business. And that's where, when we go into the I, you can begin investing. You can begin investing. Where I see the trap is most people want to build up a savings and quote unquote begin investing, but the interest on the debt is what's killing you. So that's an additional $400,000. Can you imagine you having that $400,000? Think about your savings account now. Think about your 401k, any investments that you have now. Do you have $400,000 in that account? And could you have $400,000 or $500,000 of equity in your house in the next 7 years? If you knew that you can do that, would you follow this plan? So that's why we had to lay out the values of what they want, find out their mindset, and have the discipline. Because without those three, this tool that we're utilizing now is not going to work. It's all in theory. Are we going to have bumps in the road? Absolutely. 100% we're going to have bumps in the road. Let me see if I can bring us back up here. Absolutely, we're going to have bumps in the road. I hope I was showing that. Okay, boom, let's go there. Okay, 100%. You're going to have bumps in the road 100% of the time. Some of those things are going to happen. So the numbers that I'm saying of, $500,000 may not be, but they can be close. That savings, they're going to say. So it just may take a little more time. It just may take a little longer than what the script says, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Just as long as they can have the lifestyle that they currently have, continue that lifestyle, have fun, and don't decrease their lifestyle. And then we can find out ways that they can bring in more income by eliminating that debt. So this is your partner, Frankie P. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you found any value in this video, go ahead, like it, share it, make a comment, hit that notification bell, bing, 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 bing. hit the notification bell so you can see more of the case studies that we are bringing up. And who knows, if you send your for numbers, if you reach out to me, I'll show you the numbers. You send me the numbers. We can do a case study for you. And then if you decide that you want to work with me, obviously the first thing we do go through the values, your mindset, and your discipline before the strategy totally is implemented for you. But we can do a case study for you. It's no worries at all. So this is your partner, Frankie P. Remember, guys, when you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, you change your life. When you change your perspective, $511,000 mortgage paid off in 5 to 7 years. Imagine if you did that. Guess what happened? You'll change your life. Peace. Pow. Thank you, guys. I hope.